how to make video tutorials. So before we get started, make sure to hit that like button and also subscribe my channel. 1. Start with a storyboard. Before you hit record, start with a plan. Don't expect to have everything come to you as you start presenting. To create an effective storyboard, begin by identifying the topic you're going to address, such as a frequently asked question by your customers or an onboarding experience. At the beginning of the video, you'll want to quickly address what the video will teach the viewer, the tools or items you'll be using, and then list the timeline of the steps needed to achieve the objective. You can also create a visual storyboard, which will map out the sequence of your video. Useful features of storyboards include a sketch of each scene in the video, numbered to show the sequence of the shots, a short caption with key information such as the subject of the video, a note about how long the scene will be. Some storyboards even include script or dialogue. 2. Script out your content. The purpose of any video tutorial is to explain something in a clear and concise manner, so your viewer can understand and repeat what they've learned. If you're fumbling with words or not presenting your tutorial in logical steps, then your video won't be very effective. Once you have the first draft of your script, practice reading it out loud. You'll often find that the way you write sounds very different from how you normally speak. You'll want to tweak your script to be clear and concise without coming off as robotic. Your instructions should cover the chronological stages of the process. Be careful not to skip a step, but try to keep your script as short and simple as possible. While you write your steps, make a note of any visual information you want on the screen at the same time, such as video footage of you carrying out this step. Keep your conclusion to the point, summarizing what the viewer has learned and covering any common questions they might have about your tutorial. Write in the voice and tone that you typically use when speaking to customers, and carry that through with each video you make, so that your content stays consistent. 3. Plan when you'll be shown on camera. Have a structured beginning, middle, and end. You can avoid adding extra work for yourself by identifying when in your tutorial video you'll be speaking to the camera as the subject and when you'll be hidden behind other footage such as B-roll or screen sharing. 4. Set up your equipment and record. Video and audio recording equipment is key. Don't worry, you can always tweak your footage in a video editor later, but the better your initial setup, the faster it will be for you to produce your tutorial video. A couple considerations. Microphone. Try to film in a quiet area where you can limit the amount of external noise as much as possible. We also recommend using an external microphone rather than the internal microphone in your computer or camera. A simple lavalier microphone that attaches via your standard 3.5mm headphone jack can cost as little as $10. Another option is to use any headphones that have a mic attached to them, such as Apple AirPods or a Bluetooth variation. If you've got some old Apple headphones laying around, you can actually cut off the end of the headphone and take the microphone portion to the inside of your shirt for a makeshift lav mic. Lighting. You don't need to invest in a set of expensive camera lights right off the bat, but before you start filming, make sure you're positioned so that the lights are coming at you rather than from behind you. For instance, if you're filming in front of a window, close the curtains behind you as much as you need to prevent shadows. If you're facing a window, consider hanging a white sheet or some light-colored curtains to provide diffused natural light. Webcam positioning. Using a webcam to record, position it so that you're looking slightly up at it rather than down. This will prevent you from appearing as if you have multiple chins. You're welcome. Another trick, place your laptop on a stack of books so the webcam is at eye level. 5. Edit your tutorial video. Good news! The WayVideo Video Editor makes it easy to polish up your video tutorial however you want. Whether you need to make quick edits, like trimming or combining clips, or add text, music, effects, etc., you can do so in WayVideo. Let's dive into a few post-production considerations. Highlighting/emphasizing important aspects of tutorial. There are hundreds of options and techniques for emphasizing things within your video. As you start to create more instructional content, this might be something you consider investing more time in. For now, here are a few easy-to-implement tricks to help draw your viewers' attention to the focus point. Zoom in animation. An easy way to draw your viewers' attention to a specific point in your video is to simply make it bigger. You can do this by increasing the scale of your video. Combine this with animation, and you have a nice effect. Add text. If you're creating a directional video with multiple steps, labeling each section of the video with a callout, such as Step 1, Step 2, etc., can be a nice touch. Sound effects, an audio cue, such as a ding, whoosh, or pop, can be a fantastic complement to an animation. To do this in a video, simply select the sound effect you want and place it in the audio track at the same time as an animation. Table of contents. If you're addressing multiple questions in one video, you can look at the timestamp of where you're addressing each question and list that at the beginning of the video to make things easier for viewers. Once you have the timestamp of each section, list it off using a static text clip and a solid background. Make sure you give your viewers a few seconds to read it. Check out the example of a tutorial video table of contents below. Tutorial background music. Adding background music can be nice to fill in the lulls of silence, but it can be distracting when it's competing with the voice of someone speaking. 5-Minute Crafts does a good job of using music in the tutorial hacks video below. This is also a great example of showing, not telling. You will also need to make a thumbnail for your video. If you're not sure what your thumbnail should focus on, go back to your brainstorm chart and remind yourself of the key elements of your video. Include an image of both the finished result of the tutorial and your face, if you are visible in the video, in your thumbnail. 6. Publish your video. When you've finished editing your video and it's time to publish, there are a number of options to consider. YouTube. YouTube is the largest video sharing website and second largest website in the world, making it a great option for getting your tutorial video out to a wide audience to increase awareness and exposure. It's also completely free with the possibility of even earning you money through your own channel. Plus, you can host a video on YouTube and embed that video somewhere on your website. The downside to YouTube is that since it's so popular, it's easy for a video to get lost in the noise if not optimized for search. Furthermore, given the topic of your tutorial video, it's quite likely that your video will be listed right next to your competitors. This isn't necessarily a bad thing, but something to consider nonetheless. Social media. It's often best practice to post on different social channels and direct web traffic back to your website or YouTube channel. This expands your reach and helps generate awareness. Each channel has different time restrictions for how long your video can be in optimal lengths. For instance, Twitter's video max time limit is 2 minutes and 20 seconds, but videos that are between 30 and 45 seconds tend to perform best. Then there's something like Instagram, with a variety of posting types, all with their own video length requirements. You'll also want to consider whether to paste a link to your video or upload the videos. MP4 file natively to a social site. The advantage of the latter is that the video will autoplay on sites like Facebook or LinkedIn. The counterargument to this, of course, is that if your main goal is to grow your YouTube channel, then you want to direct all of your viewers there rather than splitting them between Facebook and YouTube. What do you think about our video? Let me know in the comment section below. If you enjoyed this video, make sure hit that like button. Also subscribe our channel before you go. Thank you for watching video.